or when it will be free to play, not now. And yeah, when it goes to free, I will go solo for all the classes, as you put it. I really like the beta. I spent 44 hours in beta on the class I least like, but which was the closest to my own in gameplay style. I played the Jedi Consular, if I remember correctly. The Jedi Consular, yeah. Okay. Ah, in 1 month. Yeah, I heard the news. Once a month, great. Yeah, I will be doing that. Because the stories are top notch as far as I could see. The real thing. Well, I have Lashans almost everything. What will I be losing? 15 mana, 10 health. 5. Okay, let me do the math. Exactly, that's the L to the Sith Inquisitor. That's why I played it, to see if the gameplay was something I would enjoy. Turns out it was. Okay. I need to get rid of that. I don't know if these Lashan things are enough. 25% mana, but I rarely run out of mana. Yeah, I think the Lashan things are not good enough. Let's send them to the Abyss. The most funny and dreadful. I don't know how I will go because I try to roleplay everything to some extent at least. But yeah, I will play them all. I most likely will switch between Empire and Republic because I do know that most of the content is shared, you could say, between the classes. Only 10 to 15 or something like that percent of anything is actually original to or exclusive to the class. So I will switch so it feels fresh next time I go back. And yeah, the Sith obviously the classes I'm looking most to playing are the Sith Inquisitor, of course, and the Sith Agent. How is it called? Imperial Agent. Yeah, the Imperial Agent. That's the haha, social moderate. Alright. An economic liberal, okay, so we're not that far away, it would seem. A centrist! uh, you want to build bridges among people. Holy crap. Doesn't sound good. Okay, caving. Obviously. Motherfuckers. Ah, there was no caving. Lucky me. Holy shit. Well, how can I jump? Ah, here we go. Ambush! Yeah, not that far apart. The social sphere, but that's not. Well, for some people that's very important. For me, it's not that important. Okay, total health. Let's take it. What is that noise? So you have been playing Code Thor for not Code Thor, SW Thor for long? Satan is yeah, Satan is following our steps, or maybe it's not that. You didn't see. There is a huge corpse in the middle of the land, a carcass of a huge monster, and apparently it is the savior of this land. You have level 3 classes. Ah, the Sith classes and a Jedi Knight. What do you think about the storylines themselves? I'm guessing since you're on your third, they're quite good. Okay. What the fuck? I just... Yeah, I'm backtracking. Okay. Completely useless trip. Yeah. It's like playing Dragon Age Origins, but on a grander scale, I will say. Massive scale, maybe. Okay, let's go and find the light of this freaking thing. I'll do it because I will be compensated. The Empire tends to exterminate things. Yeah, people in the Empire tend to annihilate problems instead of solving them. And that's one way of dealing with issues. Well, they got beheaded? No, only this one is beheaded. Awful stuff. Inspect. Strange jewels in pulses like a quickly beating heart. Okay. I don't get killed. Amazing. Ah, well, that's more interesting. So you are truly put in front of situations where your moral compass may become somewhat. Motherfuckers, I need to go back there. Are you kidding me? Yeah, your moral compass is put to the test. That's great. I like to think myself as a ruthless person, at least in these realms. Whatever needs to be done has to be done. It is the reality. But some people do have a hard time doing the not the right thing, but what is deemed necessary. The dark side options make you a monster. There are things let's say I have principles. Yeah. Some guidelines. For example, I remember a lot uh, from the beta and other it was marketing campaigns. Yeah, that one that said I killed the captain, I saved the captain, and where the fuck am I going here, motherfuckers? Didn't they say I need to return the freaking amulet? Where? Where? Okay, let's talk to the fairy then. See what she has to say. And the dark side option was killing the captain. And I don't agree with that line of thinking of obedience to your superiors and loyalty at any cost. No. Results are what matter. And if you have to bend, break, or otherwise ignore the rules. So I don't. Yeah, the Sith Empire in its legalistic fashion, I don't like.
Another, come to steal the light. Come to trouble the reverie.
I have the fucking light. Disposal of used material. Yeah, with that I don't have much problem. Do I have to bring it to Shadowhorn? Fuck me. The motherfucking map. That was not very clear. Yeah, yeah, that seems quite nice. The Empire is not always the institution or the kind of government it should be. Sometimes gets mired on bureaucracy and bullshit. And I don't like that at all. That is in fact, but that's one way I will play a character actually. That's how I tend to play my characters. Super entitled Force users that believe that because they have the Force on their side, be they light side or dark side, they can do whatever they wish. whatever they wish. That's how I usually play Force users. On the other hand, the weak, regular sort of people, I play exactly the opposite. Sticklers for the law and for equal treatment under it. And that means, well, seeing the Force users just as another citizen that must kneel to the rule of law. Ah, okay, I will do that. So you're saying that with the Sith and the with the Sith Inquisitor and the Consular, you see how the strings are pulled by the true power players, but as a knight or warrior, you are more of a pawn in the game, a piece in the board and not the player. That yeah, that would make it more interesting to see how things move in the high places after you have been yeah, have been a witness about the things in the ground. That sounds good. Ah, all right. Yeah, I like that. And it's more interesting that way, as you suggest. Because if you know the overarching plot on who is doing what, to whom and where, then it, when you get into the nitty-gritty of the quests, you feel like you have no control. And since you already know what's going on, it's not that, yes, you say not that immersive. You cannot and no, or something like that. Yeah, once you see, there is some kind of phrase for that. Once, or something that has been seen cannot be unseen, or some shit like that. I think. Yeah, I got in the Conjurer story, because that was the one I played on the beta. I got up to Taris, the very end of Taris. So, for example, I know there is some sort of uh, plot. I don't remember the name of the Darth, but the Darth was poisoning the minds of Jedi Masters. Huh. A lot of people got yeah, got the wrong idea out of the movies. Yeah, the Jedi or a proper Jedi who is not throwing force powers left and right. It's more a proper Jedi is more Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope. That's how a Jedi should behave. Or like Yoda in Empire Strikes Back. The Force is not to be misused. Really. once you depend or rely too much on your force powers, you are going down the path to the dark side, aren't you? Yeah, the Sith do not have those kinds of moral problems. The Force is a tool, not some sort of guide of what you should do. It's a tool to be used, a tool to be exploited. Yeah. Where is the noise? And here it is. That doesn't seem like sleeping to me. Empire terrorist. Your weakness. Nevertheless, I always find a way to make. I was a very strange Jedi. I think. How did I put it?
The light! Return to me! Did you do this? The blessings of the thorn and shadow be upon your head, little mortal. Now leave me to the reverie, and the deep shadow and the far wind sighs.
Tell me about the Hollowlands.
This is home, the place of power. I can feel the mortal's presence above, chipping away at the land. Calavar will not be pleased.
No, he's not. And what about you? Are you pleased?
I long to return to the reverie. While Calavar walks the sands, I must sleep.
Will you sleep now? How deep is your sleep?
Now I have the light, the reverie will be untroubled. Now leave me be, little one. Leave me be.
Okay. I may play a dark side Jedi. That's not how I went with the consular. With the consular, I went for Jedi Code Fundamentalist. That's how I put it. A Jedi Code Fundamentalist. But yeah, I see how it can be easily done. A dark side Jedi. Let's say an Anakin Jedi. Someone that gets frustrated by the bureaucracy on the Republic, the shackles that the regular people put on the Jedis, and therefore decides to, in order to save the Republic from the dark side, you need to go a little bit darker and a little bit more until you're just using the same tools for a different ideology. I may go with that. That seems reasonable to me. I need to be quite hostile. Careful with my choices for role-playing, but yeah, that's the good thing about that game. It has so many stories, you can look at them from so many angles. It is truly a role-playing game.
Before I came here.
Sadly, that's not how it was. marketed, I think.
A Fey relic? Was that it? She called it a light. I wonder what possessed those fools to steal it.
It was
No matter.
brilliant.
Facts are, without you, I'd still be tugging my beard at the bottom of that slope. So please have this. The interest rewards those who smooth its way.
Why would you steal a jewel? That's what you ask, answer. Are you a gnome or an idiot? Why would someone steal a jewel? I haven't played the Skyrim at all. I will play it eventually. Tell me about a pule.
Foreman Vire? Head harder than a rock, and emptier than a mined-out stoat.
You're right about
So long.
that. So long. Yeah. I will play Skyrim, but
I'm not
I
sure
have
what's
not.
more dangerous, the Fae out in the desert or the desert itself.
Well, since they're really a wild Fae. Look at that guy with a plume on his head. Ah, good old puree. Stuck to him.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's my miners. They've gone deranged. Bless my beard. Just as both sides were coming back to full operation, the lunatics fled out into the desert. I tried to stop one of them and saw nothing but a blank stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. He looked cursed. This is the work of that Fae, the one who sits atop the hill on the outskirts of town. If you can find that Fae and make him fix this, he'll be duly compensated.
How do you know the Fae was behind it?
Damn right. There's no other explanation. He calls himself Calovar. Polite enough fellow, I suppose, but I've never trusted him. When we first got this operation up and running, he'd appear out of the sands every once in a while and try to convince us to move out. It's so obvious now. I'll bet he was behind the other problems as well. The Crudock, the attack on Canyon Hill, all of it reeks of Fae magic.
Yes! The Fae must be killed. I'll do it now.
Gulliver watches the mine from his perch on the hill to the south. You'll find him there.
Tell me about your employers.
Surely you've heard the name. Odessa's most powerful mineral mining interest. Dug the very stones Odessa was built on, and the gems that power her.
Ah, James Power Odessa, really? What can you tell me about the miners that went crazy?
They had an ill aura about them as they ran off into the desert. What they were running from, I don't know. None of them made any sense. They were just yelling, saying things that weren't there.
Maybe they were and you didn't see them. What happened to those miners?
Didn't you hear me? They've gone soft in the head. Most ran off into the desert, some stayed in the mines. I tried to stop one of them and got nothing but a vacant stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. Then he took off. He looked cursed. I bet my beard that damn Fae had something to do with this.
We shall see if we can collect on that.
Nothing is going right. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, Skyrim is a huge ass game. And as you saw, or you can see, I tend to explore everything. Everything. And that's no exception with games like Skyrim. Or like Fallout. There's no...
The Hollowlands are a harsh place to make a living, but we make do.
Fucking Hollowlands are the only place to make a living as far as I can see. So yeah. Since those games do not have an ending, I need to fashion one out of my mind. So when I play Skyrim, my goal will be to kill everyone that has a name.
What are you here for, mortal? I'll not suffer another child of dust. I've had enough of your lot. Especially those of you calling yourselves Edgar Aaron.
Did you bewitch the miners?
What a bizarre query. Your miner's plight is not my doing. If you look to rectify their situation, then we share a foe. The mortal that calls itself Edgar Arryn is to blame.
Aha!
Curing the miners of their affliction requires an implement, a fey relic I gave to this mortal. Take the relic from him and find your miners. It is the only way to free them from their madness.
Okay. What is the relic?
I have heard mortals refer to it as a stone or a jewel. Vast oversimplifications, as children of dust are wont to make. It is my light, as Orenda's lantern is hers. Edgar Arryn asked to borrow my relic to use in his mine, to draw the minerals the mortals find so valuable. I thought him worthy of friendship, and thus gave it to him. Alas, he has deviated from his purpose. The Krennic attacks, the theft of Orenda's lamp, and now this. All of this petty sabotage is his doing, made possible by my relic.
Made possible by your stupidity and naivete. Tell me about Edgar.
The Marshal and I made a verbal contract. I would give him use of my light to help him clear the wild fae from his mine. In return, he agreed to gather his resources with my relic rather than the little mortal's methods, ripping and tearing at the land. He has instead shown his true quality, and now your miners are scattered to the winds.
Well, Edgar is very stupid, if you ask me. The fairy gives him the tools to drive out the other company from the market. Because I'm guessing magic is more effective than pickaxes to get minerals, so he could just mine and mine and mine, drive the prices so low that the other guys have to go out of business and then jack up the price. That's how a good capitalist does things. Where is Edgar now?
He has fled to his mine. If you truly wish to save the little mortals wandering the sands, you must retrieve my relic from him. You would do well to bring it back to me as well, when you have claimed it. It is a powerful relic, and could do much harm in the wrong hands.
Well, it is already doing much harm.
Farewell.
And it is in the wrong hands because of you. Fucking idiot.